The ocean covers more than 70% of our planet, yet most of its stories remain hidden beneath layers of blue silence. From space, Earth appears as a vibrant blue marble, alive and breathing through its oceans. But beneath the shimmering surface lies a world far more complex, delicate, and essential than most people realize. This underwater world is not just water and fish. It is a living system that controls climate, feeds billions, and supports life on Earth in ways we are only beginning to understand. At the heart of this system are coral reefs, often called the rainforests of the sea. These ancient underwater cities are built not by stone or steel, but by tiny living organisms working together over thousands of years. Coral reefs may cover less than 1% of the ocean floor, yet they support nearly 25% of all marine life. Their colors, patterns, and biodiversity rival even the most lush tropical forests on land. But today, these ecosystems are under threat, facing a silent crisis that could reshape the future of our planet. Coral reefs are not rocks, even though they appear solid and unmoving. They are living structures formed by coral polyps, small, soft-bodied animals related to jellyfish. Each polyp builds a calcium carbonate skeleton, and over generations, these skeletons accumulate, forming massive reef structures visible from space. Within this fragile framework exists a complex web of life. Fish, crustaceans, mollusks, algae, and countless microscopic organisms all depend on the reef for shelter, food, and protection. One of the most remarkable relationships in nature exists within coral itself, a symbiotic partnership between coral polyps and microscopic algae called zooxanthellae. These algae live inside coral tissue and use sunlight to produce energy through photosynthesis, providing food to the coral. In return, the coral offers protection and access to sunlight. This delicate partnership is what gives coral reefs their vibrant colors and fuels their growth. When this relationship breaks down, the consequences are devastating. Coral bleaching is one of the most visible and alarming signs of reef distress. When ocean temperatures rise even slightly above normal levels, corals become stressed and expel the algae living within them. Without algae, corals lose their color and turn ghostly white. Bleached corals are not dead, but they are weakened, starving, and vulnerable. If stressful conditions persist, coral reefs can die within weeks or months. Over the past few decades, mass bleaching events have increased in frequency and intensity, directly linked to rising global temperatures. The Great Barrier Reef, the largest living structure on Earth, has experienced multiple catastrophic bleaching events, losing significant portions of its coral cover. Similar patterns are unfolding in the Caribbean, the Pacific, and the Indian Ocean. What was once considered a rare natural event is now becoming a regular occurrence. Climate change is not the only threat facing coral reefs. Pollution, overfishing, coastal development, and destructive fishing practices all contribute to reef decline. Agricultural runoff carries excess nutrients into the ocean, fueling algal blooms that smother corals and block sunlight. Plastic waste drifts through currents, breaking down into microplastics that enter marine chains. Overfishing disrupts the balance of reef ecosystems, removing key species that control algae growth and maintain reef health. In some regions, reefs are physically destroyed by blast fishing and bottom trawling, practices that leave behind underwater wastelands. Each of these threats alone is dangerous, but together they create a perfect storm, pushing coral reefs toward collapse. The loss of coral reefs is not just an environmental tragedy, it's a human crisis. More than 1 billion people worldwide depend on coral reefs for food, income, and coastal protection. Reefs act as natural barriers, absorbing wave energy and protecting shorelines from storms, erosion, and flooding. Without reefs, coastal communities become increasingly vulnerable to hurricanes and rising sea levels. Fisheries supported by reefs provide protein for millions and sustain local economies. Tourism centered around coral reefs generates billions of dollars annually, supporting jobs and livelihoods across the globe. When reefs disappear, these benefits vanish with them, leaving communities exposed and economically unstable. Despite the scale of the crisis, there is still hope. Across the world, scientists, conservationists, and local communities are working together to protect and restore coral reefs. Marine protected areas have proven effective in limiting harmful human activities. Coral nurseries are being established, where fragments of resilient corals are grown and later transplanted onto damaged reefs. Advances in science are helping researchers identify heat-tolerant coral species that may survive in warmer oceans. Innovative techniques such as assisted evolution and selective breeding aim to strengthen corals against future climate stress. While these efforts cannot replace the need to reduce global greenhouse gas emissions, they offer a lifeline for reefs struggling to survive.
Ocean conservation goes beyond coral reefs. It is about protecting the entire marine ecosystem. Healthy oceans regulate Earth's climate by absorbing carbon dioxide and heat, slowing the pace of global warming. Phytoplankton, microscopic plants drifting near the ocean's surface, produce more than half of the oxygen we breathe. Every second breath you take comes from the sea, yet human activity continues to push the ocean beyond its limits. Industrial fishing fleets scour vast areas of ocean, leaving little time for ecosystems to recover. Noise pollution from ships and underwater drilling disrupts marine mammals that rely on sound to communicate and navigate. Deep-sea mining threatens habitats that have existed untouched for millions of years. For the American audience, the ocean may feel distant, something seen on vacations or documentaries rather than a daily concern. But the reality is that ocean health is directly linked to life on land. Extreme weather events, rising food prices, and climate instability are all connected to changes happening beneath the waves. The choices made in cities, farms, and factories across the United States ripple outward, eventually reaching coral reefs thousands of miles away. Reducing plastic use, supporting sustainable seafood, conserving energy, and advocating for environmental policies all play a role in protecting the ocean. Individual actions may seem small, but collective change has the power to reshape the future. Education and storytelling are powerful tools in ocean conservation. When people see the beauty of coral reefs, the swirling schools of fish, the intricate coral formations, the quiet intelligence of marine creatures, they are more likely to care and take action. Animation and visual storytelling can bring these hidden worlds to life, making complex science accessible and emotionally resonant. By showing both the wonder of healthy reefs and the stark reality of their decline, documentaries can inspire a sense of responsibility and urgency. The goal is not fear, but awareness, an understanding that the ocean is not an endless resource, but a fragile system that depends on our care. The future of coral reefs hangs in a delicate balance. Scientists warn that without significant action, most of the world's coral reefs could disappear within this century. Yet history has shown that nature can be remarkably resilient when given a chance. In areas where pollution is reduced and fishing is managed sustainably, reefs have begun to recover. Fish populations return, coral cover increases, and ecosystems slowly rebuild themselves. These success stories prove that conservation works when supported by science, policy, and community engagement. Ocean conservation is ultimately a story about connection between humans and nature, between land and sea, between present actions and future consequences. Coral reefs may exist underwater, but their fate is tied to decisions made far above the surface. Protecting them requires not only technology and funding, but a shift in perspective. The ocean is not separate from us. It is part of who we are. Our history, economy, and survival are intertwined with the health of the sea. When we protect coral reefs, we protect ourselves. As this documentary journey comes to a close, the message is clear. The ocean is speaking, and coral reefs are its warning signal. Their fading colors are telling a story of imbalance, but also of possibility. The next chapter has not yet been written. It will be shaped by the choices we make today, by whether we listen, learn, and act. The ocean has given humanity life, beauty, and abundance. Now it is asking for something in return: respect, protection, and a chance to heal.